What if you could not afford to support your 15-year-old daughter in school and she had to marry instead? What if your traditional means to grow food was threatened? What if disease and malnutrition claimed 1 in 7 of your children before age 5 and health care was non-existent? What if your husband had 3 other wives and could not provide for your children? What if no bank would lend you money for your child's education or to start a business? What if you had no hope that anything would change? In Senegal, a small country on the west coast of Africa, these questions are the daily reality. Since 1996, the United Methodist Church has been at work in Senegal to bring hope, ease suffering, and offer solutions to problems confronting the Senegalese people. Assistance programs reach out from over 15 individual churches with hundreds of converts to the faith.
Half of the 12 million Senegalese people live in villages scattered over 76,000 square miles of scrubland just south of the Sahara Desert. The traditional millet crops now struggle with only 14 inches of rain each year, and that falls only during the 12-week rainy season. The United Methodist Church works with villages to dig wells, introduce new crops, and demonstrate efficient irrigation to improve nutrition, and even provide extra produce for sale. In urban settings, the church shows how rooftop gardens can yield vegetables that can be sold in local markets.
Across Senegal, malnutrition, malaria, measles, and intestinal worms take a terrible toll among young children. Access to health care is extremely limited. Doctors are impossible to locate outside of the capital city of Dakar. The United Methodist Church has invested heavily in a program of basic family health care delivered to the rural and urban needy. The program includes a physician, nurses, screening laboratory tests, nutrition counseling, and subsidized medicines, all driven to village locations to serve over 100 clinic patients in a day. In a program targeting malnutrition, the United Methodist Church in Senegal maintains children feeding centers at several of its church locations. Limited to 100 children at each location, the center provides a highly nutritious meal and milk 1 to 3 days each week as funds allow. Nutrition, health, and child care education are provided for mothers. Children in these programs are visibly healthier, more sociable, and better prepared for the future. Senegal is not governed by religious elements, but the social structure remains strongly connected to past tribal customs. In this patriarchal and polygamous society, the standing of women can seem shocking to us. The education system strongly discourages girls after the 8th grade, and societal expectations for marriage and childbearing are strong from that point. A woman cannot own property, and a wife rarely receives any consideration if her husband should die. Divorce is common, and a woman without a husband is in a precarious position, often forcing her into prostitution or the illegal drug trade. The United Methodist Church responds to empower and protect them against outcast status. First, a church-operated women's skills program open to all teaches highly marketable skills such as sewing, dressmaking, cloth dyeing, embroidery, cooking, and pastry making. Just as important, the program also teaches the women to speak French, which, while the official language of Senegal, is spoken only in the urban centers where business takes place. Second, the church provides microcredit loans to women who are starting a business. Loans starting at $25 are made to women. As a condition of the loans, the women attend mandatory seminars on business practices and bookkeeping. Over 400 women currently participate, with businesses in textiles, embroidery, smoked fish, vegetable farming, beauty products, housewares, and jewelry. Loan repayment is over 99%. Third, through a comprehensive prison ministry, the United Methodist Church reaches out to women who have become desperate and who have been arrested and imprisoned. The first priority is to ensure that the woman's case is heard within the court system in a timely and just fashion. Advocates accompany defendants in the courtroom and monitor the proceedings. Almost as important are the visits to the woman's family to reconcile them to her situation and encourage visits and support. The woman's imprisonment can be seen as shame on the family, which, if not healed, will leave the prisoner with no resources when she is released and place her back into her prior desperation. Also, during a woman's incarceration, the church provides health care, feeding, and a skills program to help them make a new beginning.
The works of the United Methodist Church in Senegal are offered in love through the body of Christ, the hands of the pastors, nurses, case advocates, teachers, and laypersons. Our churches in Senegal are like ours at home, with Bible study classes, Sunday schools, worship, and lots of singing. The problems they see surrounding them may be different from ours, but the gospel of Jesus Christ is the same for us all. Most Senegalese are Muslims. The Islamic faith has been in Senegal for over 700 years. The United Methodist Church has been invited by the Senegalese as a partner in treating the social and humanitarian ills of the country. This is an opportunity for greater understanding, cooperation, and grace between many faiths, which are both alarmed by suffering. The United Methodist Church in Senegal has been growing and nurturing leaders who will carry the gospel and its love further in the future.
Nicole had 5 children but wanted to become a nurse. Her husband died and his family took all the money. She was left penniless. With help from the church and private donations, she became a nurse and is now a leader in the health program.
John, who escaped torture and the genocide in his native Rwanda, made his way to Senegal, became involved with the Methodist Church, was baptized, and now leads the rural agricultural program. The Senegalese church achieved important milestones when it ordained 11 African lay preachers, including 1 woman. The district superintendent is now an African pastor, and the church continues its good works and is on its path to self-sufficiency. But for now, it needs our continued support or it cannot survive. Individual donations, 100% of which go to the mission, have been and continue to be important for the Senegalese church. The Global Board of Ministries launched a program of church partnerships between American churches and individual Senegalese congregations. These partnerships can lead our congregation to increase understanding of the worldwide reach and relevance of the gospel today. American churches have organized trips to Senegal to work side by side as volunteers with our brethren there to build church buildings, visit prisoners, conduct health clinics, and worship. A trip to Senegal transforms the visitor's understanding and appreciation for the problems and triumphs of this ministry.
What if our boundless joy in Jesus Christ could ease suffering and change lives?
Thank you for visiting Senegal through this presentation. We hope to see you in person one day in our beautiful country. The gospel of Jesus Christ is flourishing in Senegal, and the light of His love is shining forth to all people. Your prayer and financial support are vital to our success. Please consider a sustaining pledge commitment to this important mission. Thank you and may God bless you. In Wolof we say, jërëjëf yal na leen yàlla barke.